It's Rachel and John. Welcome back to Late Night, episode 48. And we're still kicking around here down at Green Tree 5 Foster Plaza. You should come and join us any Friday between 5 and 6 p.m. because we have food, we have cocktails, and we have fun. Frolicking, as a matter of fact, I might say.
Wow, you are so phonetic.
As a matter of fact, you should also subscribe to the YouTube channel, Facebook channel. But we have so much to talk about tonight, so we want to get through all these things.
You're on fast forward. Go.
Yes. And so, you know, we have the Jagoff blog calling out Pittsburghers who are making the rest of us good people look bad. Mm-hmm. And this one was a big one because it was big news. There's a dog named Lucky, which was stolen from a car. Well, the car was stolen and Lucky was in the car. And it was a veteran who has cancer. And
oh, my God.
Yes,
you can't make this up.
It doesn't get any worse.
It's so bad.
The good news is everybody's passing the picture around of the person who allegedly stole the car.
That was good that you said allegedly so that the person doesn't get mad at us. Next up, our dear friend Mike O'Malley. You know him because he collects toys for kids every single year. And we patron him going down to Kappa and make sure that we're helping out. Well, he was kind of a jag and he found a parking garage pick. It's not standard, but he was like on the prowl for us. We appreciate it.
I mean, it was a two handicap spots.
Who does that?
Blocked by one car.
Who does that?
Right. And it was a car that did not have a handicap sticker.
And last but not least, we're not talking about iconic PGH because the girls are here to talk about it. But instead, we are talking about not this weekend, but the following weekend, the Mutt Strut. I say go to where the Mr. Rogers neighborhood statue is, and that's where that fun is going to take place. We are going to be your judges, along with a couple of other fun folks. And you can bring your dog. John declared this. Bring your dog, dress it like a Jagoff, and we're giving a $100 prize.
To the best Jagoff dog costume.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Put it in a Tom Brady jersey.
No stranger to our podcast. Jerad is here from Visit Pittsburgh. This is your first time, Jerad, at our new place. What do you think?
I love it. It's fantastic.
Sing it. We're moving on up.
But as you noticed,
the Green Tree.
We didn't change to any place that has better traffic patterns, right? It was either the Midnight Road or the Green Tree exit. So yeah,
it's all accessible.
But
it's fantastic. It's
well
well worth the trip to get here.
Well, we appreciate it.
We're glad to have you. Well, we always love having you, and we love that you're here quarterly because we said there's not enough time in one show to talk about all the things happening, right?
Absolutely. This is Pittsburgh. You know, year round, there's events going on every single week. You know, we talk about all of the exciting things that go on during the summer season, but the calendar of events, I should say, doesn't stop. So it's really exciting.
Yeah. So, I mean, the holidays are coming up and so many things are going to be going around here. But, you know, the big thing on everybody's mind, of course, is the draft. So let's go right to the meat of the order there. It could be happening in 2029 and people would still be saying, we're having it right now, right?
Absolutely. That's incredible.
So it's a cool thing.
So, you know, yesterday I was having a conversation with Bill Flanagan, who is well known around Pittsburgh, and we were talking about the draft, and we've got 18 months to go before it's here. We have 2 years through the bidding cycle, and so there's a lot of time to plan. I should correct that. There's not a lot of time to plan, but there's still 18 months of work that we have to do. And we reflected back on the fact that 15 years ago this week, we hosted the G20 in Pittsburgh. And when that happened, they only had 4 months from the time that they were awarded to actually pulling it off. And I was debating back and forth whether or not having a 4-month runway is better than 18 months, because then you just come together, you get the work done, and you deliver something outstanding. Yeah. For us, we have a little bit more time, thankfully, but there's a debate whether that short time frame is better than the long time frame that we have. So it's exciting. But yeah, 18 months away.
Isn't it crazy to think that the Steelers are such a well-known team and a legacy franchise, let alone this is the first time the draft is coming here, right?
First time, and this is the biggest NFL event that we could host in Pittsburgh. Obviously, from a Super Bowl standpoint, we would love to have a Super Bowl in Pittsburgh, but as we know, the NFL does not take those to open-air stadiums in the Northeast for obvious reasons in the wintertime. So it's really important for us to try to make sure that we take advantage of this opportunity the best that we can.
Do we need to sell hoagies to get a dome here? Or no, we do a fundraiser.
There'd be a lot of hoagies, but yeah, whatever it takes, All
right, and what else is happening? We have so many other things. You talked to us about bull riding?
So we're talking, we're looking at the rest of this year and obviously going into 2025. There's a lot still going on this year, but as we look into next year, there are some really unique things going on. There's some motocross events that are going to take place at Acrisure Stadium. I have not done thorough research, but this either has to be the first time or certainly one of the few times that we've ever had an open road motocross race at Acrisure. And then just recently, bull riding, professional bull riding was allowed in the city of Pittsburgh. And so there's 2 dates at PPG Paints Arena for next year. It's going to be fantastic.
Is it crazy to anyone else that like it's now allowed, like it wasn't before for some reason? Like, who is the person who's like, I would like to bull ride, please? Like, that's a crazy thing, but people must be into it.
Oh, there's a huge fan base. And, I grew up in the center of the country. I grew up on a ranch actually in Kansas.
Sure.
So I'm very familiar with growing up around animals and going to rodeos and those kinds of things. And there is concern about how these animals are treated. These bulls are treated just like prize racehorses. When you listen to the organizers and they go through everything that they do to care for these animals, it really is amazing. Yeah. Even when they're done competing, they go on to some, to stud services, and they go out to these farms, and these are prized animals. So they're really, really well taken care of. So there's a lot of conversation around how well these animals are cared for. So that's where the debate comes in.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion anyway, I think common sense has prevailed, and these are allowed now in the city. So we've got 2 dates at PPG Paints Arena next year. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Wow. Okay. So we already talked about what's coming, and we know that there's a lot in 25, 26, but what's coming up like soon? Because this is the season where you hit Halloween and forget about it. There's so much going on, right? It's crazy.
It's Oktoberfest season.
Yes.
We're not going to be sober for the next at least 3 weeks.
That is true. Yes,
so that's really quite exciting. Next weekend is going to be a huge weekend again in the downtown area. PDP is launching, of course, Oktoberfest in Market Square. I think that's going to be very exciting. I hear tale of a Ferris wheel on a bridge. I haven't got that verified yet, but I feel like that's going to happen.
Jared, guess who's judging the Stein holding?
These
two jags.
You are more than qualified.
I don't know.
Every year at Picklesburg, you clearly rule the judging of pickle juice drinking and other
things. Other things that people raise their eyebrows at. So that's understandable.
But also next weekend, one of the really exciting things that's coming back is the Head of the Ohio. It's the rowing race that happens. It goes from Washington's Landing all the way up to the point and back again. It is one of the largest rowing regattas anywhere in the country. So it is really exciting. We're expecting around 6,000 people to come out for that rowing competition. Wow. So it's exciting. Next weekend is going to be incredible.
Don't be complaining about places to park. Just Uber, right? And then let alone things that fall into our lap like pit volleyball, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it
raises the stakes as far as what people are seeing our region, right?
Yeah. University of Pittsburgh, there is so much going on there. Certainly across the board, but when it comes to sport, there are so many exciting things that they're involved in. We are they're a strong partner with Visit Pittsburgh, specifically with Sports Pittsburgh. We had submitted 38 bids for NCAA championships for Division 1, 2, and 3. Those are going to be awarded on October 2nd. So we're all sitting on the edge of our seat to see how many of those we win. We've got some spies in the NCAA. I'm not saying we've got some inside track. Nothing official yet, but the rumors that we're hearing is Pittsburgh's going to do really, really well in the next bid cycle. So we're hoping for some really big Division 1 championship awards that we're hoping for.
That's why we have you, because you give us that scoop. You are so good at this part. Where can everybody find out more information? Because your website is literally top notch. Whatever you want to find out, whatever you want to do in Pittsburgh, visit there, right?
Yep. Visitpittsburgh.com.
Easy.
It's a great resource. And thank you for saying
simple. That. Yeah, it is. I mean, you'll see Rachel Rennebeck hit it quite a bit just for my show notes. Anyway, Jerad, it's always a pleasure to have you. There's so much happening, and we really appreciate all that you do to make Pittsburgh so wonderful. But there's always that quirky question of the day.
Let's do it.
So, what is the theme song in your head from one of your favorite sitcoms?
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Every time, without doubt.
She's just setting everybody up so she could sing tonight. That's really what it is.
That is not true.
Is that not the song that you want to sing in the morning when you're just having a rough time getting started? You put that song in your mind and you're off to the races.
I love that it took you 0.2 seconds. You there was no buzzer, and you're like,
right,
cheers.
Right,
I got this, you guys. Jerad from Visit Pittsburgh, thank you so much again for all that you do and for what you bring to our city. We cannot wait to have you in the next quarter, because that means we're legitimately going into 202025. So cheers.
And we accept your invitation to host the draft.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jerad.
We love him singing. Thank you.
You heard it here first.
Shout out, Rachel. It's late night.
That was excellent.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that could provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's. Rachel, late night.
There we go.
Late
It's
night, John, Rachel, late
John,
night.
late night. Rachel and John, late night. Listen, if you're listening to the podcast after Saturday, Jagoff, you missed it. Or maybe you have a really good story that you were at iconic Pittsburgh, right?
That's what we want to hear, because if you have followed us, you know that we did this last year with these amazing folks from Made in PGH. Channing and Chelsea are here, and they are also our 4-1 to-dos on the regular as well. But we talked to them a lot last year because we were leading up to this ultimate tailgate thing, which is now called Iconic Pittsburgh. I mean, come on, you guys. It grew that much in 1 year.
It's iconic. I
It
mean,
grew so much that we had to move it to a more iconic place. So welcome, you guys, and tell us all things iconic. What can we expect on Saturday?
You can expect iconic PGH. Everything that makes our city iconic will be there.
Okay.
So Mancini's.
Hit us. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you Jagoff.
Boom! She's first.
Zoom in.
She's like,
Zoom into these guys.
Rachel's like, I baited you and brought you on the podcast. You better make us first.
she'll wait for her payment later.
Yeah. you know my number. Mancini's, Jenny Lee Swirl Bread, Museum of Illusions, Kennywood,
Pittsburgh Brewing Company, Lawrenceville Distilling with their parking chair vodka, you know.
So just a lot of the partnerships that mean so much to us, and just other businesses that really make up the fabric of our city. This is a free block party celebrating all things Pittsburgh. Come one, come all. Put on your best Yinzer outfit and show up, and we're ready to party.
And we are having the Yinzer Olympics round 2 for this kind of event.
That's
here.
right.
And that we want you, if you have strawberry jello pretzel salad hankering, that's a good day to come down, but just don't plan on eating with a spoon or a fork. You have to eat it without any hands right out of the dish. Thanks to Mary Mac Bakehouse. But there are a number of other games, so make sure you get registered for those. And, we were... I guess if you're a former Pittsburgher or you haven't been in the Strip District for a long time, you will see it's iconic in the fact that some of the things are still there and some of the used-to-bes aren't there, but the whole terminal building is just amazing at this point, the rebirth of it.
There is. It's definitely been a rebirth. There's so many amazing new businesses in there, and we're so excited to just get to know them and bring the Pittsburgh community together to showcase all the new businesses that are down there. There is so much history in the Strip District, so we're really excited to bring this event to the Strip District, and we're going to have live music and tell them about the Little Yinzer Kids Zone.
Yeah, so the Little Yinzer Kids Zone is actually going to be sponsored by Kennywood, so that was very exciting for us to get them involved because that's the most iconic thing in Pittsburgh, if you ask me, besides the Jags.
Well done.
But yeah, so they'll have some coloring sheets together. There's going to be a big yellow arrow to take pictures with. They're part of our scavenger hunt, which will be free to join, and you can win some really cool cornhole boards paints by Kate. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Face painting, everything.
And I don't think we even said specifically, it's near the terminal building, right? So you guys know that I cannot read a map. You've sent it. You do a great job on details, but I have no idea where I'm going. So for the Yinzers like me who are like, I know I need to go to the Strip District. I haven't been down there. What's the terminal building? Describe where we can see all of this stuff.
So it's going to be right out front of the terminal. So once you pull in the Strip and you go past the History Center, it's going to be on your left, and that's all going to be happening there.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can even, it's
There's
foolproof.
parking behind the terminal.
Right.
That's always open and free. And there will be a couple spots maybe open in the front there, but we have that. Some of it will be blocked off. But the street, Smallman is open. So there's parking all around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we talked about, we were going to have you ladies on earlier, but we've been talking about it for weeks and weeks. And we thought, let's face it, it is iconic PGH, and Yinzers are iconic for last minute, right? They've heard about this for months. But when you go, what should I do this weekend? It's pretty easy. You can literally wake up on Saturday because it's free.
It's free. 11 to 6, it's all day. So you can come after lunch. grab something to eat somewhere else and come on down in the strip. But and it's just going to be packed with a lot of entertainment, and we're going to have a stage near the 17th Street passageway there. So I think that's in between like the Chipotle and the Starbucks, but we'll have a stage up there, and it's till 6 o'clock, and I think there's a pit game. So come on down and watch the game maybe at Permani's, and walk right across the street and come party with us.
Yeah, I love that.
What
are you wearing?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't chosen that yet, but
he sent me his options. I'm helping him out.
I feel like he did. Yeah,
I'm just like any other Pittsburgher. I'm at last minute. So it's like pull it out of the hamper. Yeah, it smells clean.
Oh my God. We talk about this all the time, and I know we talked about this with you guys at length, but what was the impetus behind this? Because there are so many different people who do needs for pop-ups, right? Because you're going to have various vendors that are pop-ups. You're going to have, like you said, the Mancini's and the Jenny Lee's and all that good stuff. But why this particular event and the location?
So, I mean, like we said, like it's iconic. I mean, the Strip District Terminal, like you could never top that.
But to celebrate our Yinzer roots. I mean, to me, it's like, how can you not do this? Because this is what all Pittsburghers just want, a reason to go to the heart of the city in October and have a reason to just meet other Yinzers.
Yeah. Exactly. There's so much to our city, and we at Made in PGH love bringing the Pittsburgh community together through our events. So not only are we a resource to help navigate the city on your phone, but we want to bring a presence where we can bring everybody together and celebrate the community.
Sure.
I feel like it's almost like an open house on the new Strip District. Like, you clean your house, you remodel, you put a new bathroom in on the first floor, and you have a party, right? So this is like, again, for those who haven't been in the Strip District, even drive in from Youngstown, Cleveland, wherever you're, harboring yourself, come down and see it, because the new Strip District is amazing at this point.
And the businesses are we've met a lot of the businesses through this as well, and they're so kind, so receptive to this event. They're so excited to I think even what's Putt Shack's down there, and they're bringing out
they're going to bring out some things of putt. You're going to putt a little bit, and you're also going to have a wheel to spin, so you can win some prizes, maybe some free rounds.
They've been super receptive, and they want to be involved too. So,
all right, let's talk a little bit about. I mean, you guys can stay, but let's talk a little bit more about what to expect at our Olympics.
All
Go.
right.
This is the brainchild of John Chamberlain.
Tell them what time as well.
John,
tell them.
know that.
John, tell them. Well, what time is it? It is at 2 o'clock.
I think it's
around.
I think it's 2:45.
You would make a bad attorney because you're never supposed to ask a question you don't know the answer to, right? No, I think
I'm leaving.
Listen, get there at 11 o'clock and sign up so that we know you're going to play, right?
That's right. Yeah.
But there's 4-pit tunnel twister, there's strawberry jello pretzel salad eating contest, which is the iconic thing. So
my favorite, if I could say, because it's you did design this. Like, I will give full credit. He had this idea, and he just started developing games. I was like, wonder what we're doing. And now it's become the thing. But I love that you can balance something on a spoon. Now, one time we did it with a very miniature Stanley Cup, and another time we used our parking chair ornaments. John, do we know what it will be this year? Whatever's in your car.
Well, French fries underneath the driver's seat. I don't know what's in my car. As a matter of fact, it feels like there's a body back there that smells so bad.
Oh, no.
Today. But anyways,
Heinz ketchup packet.
I think it would be an Iron City beer can on a spatula, right?
Oh, on a spatula.
Are you going to drink it first?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
On a spatch.
On a spatch.
Yeah.
If my kids are listening, they're going to be like, Channing just ripped on Mom, and we love it. We love it.
So where does everybody find out more if they want to know what's happening? Right?
Sure, yeah. madeinpgh.com/iconic, and just on our platform at madeinpgh on Instagram and Facebook.
Nice.
The beauty of this is you literally will listen to this show, watch this show, whatever it is, wake up tomorrow, and it's boom,
it's
here
happening.
We go. It's literally here. So we're really excited to meet all the Yinzers, find out what makes you tick as far as Pittsburgh's concerned, because everybody has their own Yinzer thing, and we want to know yours. All right, now we want to know. Now, you guys are a lot younger than me and Jerad, but he actually wakes up in the morning and listens to Cheers. Did you hear him say that? Like, that's what's in his head.
You're going to have 30 seconds to make this answer.
I've been thinking about it since
this is the longest answer to a question ever.
Full House.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Whatever happened to predictability?
There she
The
goes.
milkman, the paperboy, evening TV.
All right, Chelsea.
I don't even know. I mean, the only thing I really watch is The Office or Mario. You know, I have a 4-year-old. That's what we do.
Yeah, I do Mario a lot. But The Office is the other one that's always on in my house. Ladies, we love having you. We could have you every week. We appreciate what you bring us for the 412 Do's, and we can't wait for Iconic. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
It's John and Rachel, late night.
Welcome to Fanatic, and I take your order. No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to cook. Here we go.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas.
Please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig. I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
I've been thinking that Rohrich Automotive needs a new jingle.
Rohrich Automotive got the best cars around Pittsburgh.
Driving a Rohrich, I bought it at Rohrich. Picked up my new car at Rohrich Automotive. I got friends at Rohrich Automotive where the staff is nice and the dealership's loaded with brand new cars. And you can drive real far.
It's Gabby and Louie here, and we just got back from doing a Costco haul. So I'm going to show you everything that Louie and his brother Elmer eat that we make for them from Costco. So we make the DIY farmer's dog, and you essentially just put nutrients into a bunch of homemade recipes. The recipe we make, we use a ton of carrots, a whole lot of sweet potatoes, frozen broccoli, and we buy these massive packs of ground turkey, and we mix it all together. We make our food for the week. I like to chop everything into small pieces so it's easier to digest, and I like to make sure that the vegetables are soft.
It's Rachel and John, and again, we love that you send us submissions for G-Chats.
Yeah.
G-Chats are not restaurant reviews. They are reviews of your iconic little family recipes and things like that. And thanks to Gabby, New York City, but Pittsburgh adopted through Colin Chamberlain and gave us a little dog treat because
I was going to say, did she know Mutt Strut was happening?
yeah, that's
on
why
October
we had
the
her to
5th,
do
right
that.
outside
we
of the
gave
state.
Gabby $6,000 or $7,000 to promote Mutt Strut.
I thought that's what it was. All right, speaking of great people, but not in New York City, here, Tracy had a great find with this. This is Melissa Culbertson, Special Events Coordinator, City of Pittsburgh. It sounds like such an exceptional title, but
thank you.
you do great things. There are such good things, and specifically with our parks, correct?
Yeah.
Ish.
So we are, the Office of Special Events is part of the city's Parks Department.
Yeah.
We also do work with Jerad and Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership on some events as well.
And you just
here
met
there.
him like for the first time?
Officially
We've
in person.
talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I think we've known each other, but
sure,
via email.
Yeah,
really, pretty much.
Right.
But yeah, we put on special events throughout the year. They're a little more community based than a lot of the things that Jerad was talking about that come through touring events and things like that. So if you haven't heard of any of our events, we do movies in the park in the summer. We do concerts throughout the summer. But yeah, a lot of right in our neighborhoods in the city are the basis of our events.
Are the movies in the park still doing well?
Yeah.
I love knowing that. I took them when my children were young. I used to go, and I thought that was such a great thing.
Yeah, Flagstaff Hill on a Wednesday night.
Yes.
Everyone's out for those. Usually it rains on Wednesday nights, but always fighting that in the summer. But yeah, they do great. We bring some old classic movies out. We do some brand new ones that just came out in the prior year. So one of my fellow coordinators works on that and does a great job putting the schedule together every year.
So I guess it's pretty much we should be saying thank you to
Yeah,
you and
for
your
sure.
team, because you make the city livable, right? You know, it's everybody thinks of
Melissa's like,
government
"I'll take it."
taxes and all that kind of stuff, but you're making the place someplace that to coin an old KDKA phrase, someplace special, right? You're trying to make sure that people want to come and live here in
That's
the
our
city.
goal. Yeah, that's our goal, to give you things to do while you live in the city and you want to find things to do, right down the street from where you live. And that's what we're here for, trying to make those events happen.
Did you grow up in the city?
I did not, actually. I grew up in northwestern Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Not here, but I've always kind of been a Yinzer at heart.
So I love that we set you up in the fact that, so what's the craziest piece of land or iconic place that there's an outside venue that you said, oh my God, like that's something, when you first discovered?
I love the Grandview Bandstand up in Mount Washington. We actually just started a concert series there this year. One of my coworkers did, and the views up there, watching a concert around sunset.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. So if you missed it this year, Jam at Grandview, come out next August. It was a great time.
Wow. Okay. I like that.
So speaking of community things, because Pittsburgh loves themselves their own neighborhood thing, right? We know that the big race is happening, but there's something going on at Riverview, which I said I grew up right next door to Riverview Park. Who did not learn how to drive there, right? Didn't you even learn? Yeah.
I did.
So what's happening
I think
at
we've
Riverview?
watched some people learn to drive
I'm
up there
sure.
at movie nights, for sure. Like you mentioned, this weekend, if you're watching or listening on Friday night, the great race is this weekend. We do a whole community series of 5K foot races leading up to the Great Race 5K and 10K. We actually added one this year. If you are familiar with the old Riverview 5K that used to happen in June, we're reinventing it and making it a fall themed one. So the Riverview Park 5K and Fitness Walk will be October 18th at 6 o'clock on Friday night, so just before it gets dark, so maybe a little spooky, running through the road in Riverview Park. So it'll be a good time, and we are showing a movie afterwards. So
I love what movie?
I think it's Hocus Pocus. I'm not
that's
sure.
that's
If
a
we
good
can get
one.
it, it's going to be Hocus Pocus. So we'll have
That's
a
a
little
really
spooky movie
good one.
afterwards.
I can't help it but reflect on Riverview, because it is a good, I'm not just saying this, but whether you're, a very good runner or you're just a beginning walker, Riverview's the place to be. I mean, I always felt so healthy because you can walk that in no time, and it's just such a good place to,
It's
and
a great
scenic.
walk. It's a nice tough run
Yes.
with the hills in there for sure. So it'll be a little bit of a challenge for some folks, and but it'll be a good time.
There you
We're
go.
excited for it.
Okay, what else? Not in my neighborhood. You could pick something beyond my neighborhood.
So not to jump ahead to Christmas too soon.
Oh, boy.
But I'm going to. October 1st, so next Tuesday, we actually open registration for the 22nd annual gingerbread display and competition already.
That is the thing.
So yes, we're really excited about that. 22nd year. This is the fifth year that we've had it hosted at the City County building since it left PPG Place. So we're excited to see what we get this year. I
was going to say, describe.
Related. We always see some fun things. We've had some buses hanging from, a crane before.
Oh, right.
So people are extremely creative. We get your Pittsburgh iconic skyline buildings, but yeah, the bus ones are usually pretty. We all get a chuckle out of them when they come in, but people do a great job on those. They're fantastic.
Get an extra 10 points if it says Jagoff on your design somewhere. I'm just telling you.
But I don't think
I think we had one named something
Is
Jagoff
that right?
before.
It was
too. I'll
probably
have to
John, and
find
we
it.
didn't
So
know.
when do you go around to other cities similar size and see what they do, try to get unique ideas, we
do research here and there. We have a lot of, programs that have traditionally been around the city. You know how everybody likes their traditions in Pittsburgh.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So we can't change too much sometimes, but yeah, we've had some newer things come about. We do Pistons in the Park. It just happened a couple of weeks ago that one of my colleagues started a few years ago, about 5 years ago now. So yeah, we're taking a look at what other people do when we attend conferences and things like that, meet up with other folks that are doing similar work in parks departments and government, and seeing how we can help our community.
What types of things are you looking for, or what kind of things are people giving you feedback on? Like, I really like this, let's extend it, or what do you think about that? Is there that sort of opportunity for people to give their opinions through their community? Well, they will whether you like it or not, right? Yeah.
You got it. Yep. We definitely hear what people want. Some of our concerts they would love to see extended in the summer.
Sure.
Unfortunately, there's only so many of us in our office,
Right.
And the capacity complete all the programs that we do. But one that we have coming up later this fall, we're working on developing an esports tournament. So it'll be, we're working with SHI International, Tech 25, and CCAC on that. So it'll be a tournament for 13 to 18-year-olds, two-person teams to play Rocket League over a course of 2 weekends in December. It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
We're excited to dive into it. It's something totally new for us. So we've never done anything anywhere remotely close to this before. So there's a lot of work going into that and figuring.
And is that
details.
a professional level, or is this a
13 to
novice?
18? They're pretty professional.
I mean, there's some teenagers that are pretty good.
Yeah, because I think we've met a couple of people that are local. They get paid pretty good money to do their professional esports.
Yeah. I think we expect to get some good competition.
Yeah.
It seems to be a very popular thing, especially with younger kids these days. So
Right.
we're really excited to see.
Do you know
what
that some of
happens
the
with that.
CTEs in high schools are giving that as an option for classes?
Yeah, I
Because
think we've reached
so
out
many-
to some of the club programs and
Crazy.
things at the high school. So we're excited to see if we can get some of the public school students out and participate in that. So it's it'll be fun.
I just started following your social media, and I'm so glad that Tracy
thank
found you
you.
because, well, I think it's a great resource. And like you said, Pittsburgh loves their own communities. So how can people find out more information? Just by going to your socials, your website, that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are at pittsburghpa.gov/events. You'll find a list of all of the programs that we do throughout the year. We even have an ice skating event for Valentine's Day. So we're always busy with something going on.
Where's that?
It's
For
at Shenley
Valentina?
Park. So the Shenley
Yeah,
Park rink.
right.
Yeah. And you
Shenley
can
Park.
follow us at PGH Events Office on any social media platform. So
Okay.
your Instagram, Facebook, and X. We're on all of those, and I'm posting all the time.
You're so good. You called it X.
Yeah,
Like, I
you
don't know.
did,
That's-
yeah.
you're up.
Trying to be.
Yeah. All right. Do you know our
Formerly known as
question of the
Twitter.
day?
The new
Right.
kids, yeah.
Do you know our question of the day?
I do.
Yeah.
Sing it. No, I'm just kidding.
When this boy meets world, I can't sing. You don't want to hear that.
That's a
Boy
good
Meets
one.
World's my that's
You know
my
what's
jam.
really funny is I know everyone's age just by the sitcom that they chose, right? That's so easy to figure out. Melissa, I'm so glad that Tracy found you because it is little gems like this that we need to find out more about and really, appreciate in our city. So thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you again for having me on, and we're happy to spread the word about everything that we do. We love investing in our community, so
Well, we appreciate you. All right, next up, there's always some music. Stay with us, John and Rachel, late night. Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's. PittsburghUsedCars.com. With hundreds of used cars across 8 dealerships throughout the city, we provide the greater Pittsburgh area with a premium used car buying experience. Looking for unbeatable pricing on some of the best used cars in Pittsburgh? Visit Pittsburgh Used Cars Clearance Zone today. We're providing out-the-door pricing on all of our clearance zone inventory. PittsburghUsedCars.com.
Hey Jags, it's Channing with Made in PGH. I'm at the Strip District Terminal, and this Saturday, you need to get here. 11 to 6, we are hosting a free block party celebrating all things Pittsburgh. So today, I'm going to take you with me. We're going to check out some of the participating businesses that'll be coming out and interacting with everyone on the 28th at Iconic PGH. We're at Putt Shack in the Strip District Terminal. I am here with Madison.
Putt Shack is tech-infused mini golf with a restaurant added on top. So we are a competition-based restaurant. Super excited for this iconic event. The terminal is wonderful and it puts on all of these awesome events all the time. So this is a great partnership for us to be out there. Come by, check out our booth. We'll definitely have a spin wheel and some mini golf.
It's Rachel and John. Let's get right to it for late night. We always pay homage to local musicians, and Kevin McCarthy is here. Kevin, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you. What's the name of your band, first of all? Because you guys have a new album out.
We have a new album. The band is called Vento, Ziggy, Hawk, and McCarthy, the names of the 4 people that are in the band.
Okay.
And the album that was just released on the 20th is called Four Ever, Four, Ever. And it's a collection of songs from the 4 of us.
I love that. And it's just, you are representing. The others were like, sorry for you, this just isn't working out. So you took one for the team.
Yeah, pretty much.
I heard you talking before you came on. You've been performing, or at least in a band in some capacity, since you're 16.
Yes.
And you said this is
Yes.
the first time, is that right, that you have a recording that's charting?
Yes, it's the first time that I've done a release at this level.
I love this.
Yeah, it was, fortunately, the record and a couple of the singles from the record really hit the iTunes chart in both the U.S. and the U.K. Fairly quickly. So we were really excited about that. And we actually found out last night that one of the songs off the album, called Love, Lust, and Wreckage, has been nominated by the Independent Country Music Association for Song of the Year and Video of the Year.
Get out.
So yeah, we'll find out the results in that in October or November. So
okay,
thank you.
Well then then somebody else, either Ziggy, Hawk, or Vento, have to come on and tell us what happens.
Yes.
I love that. Also, because we do get to hear you perform, so we're really excited for that. But you have a couple of upcoming shows. We know West Year VFC.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
we'll be there.
And that's and then in Vandergrift as well?
Yes. That's
okay.
in Vandergrift. And actually this Saturday, this Friday, we will be at Moondogs with the Granati Brothers as part of the Italian Invasion, and with Paul Martino from KDK.
Yeah.
Is going to be the MC of that show. So that will be Friday.
Okay, that's awesome. We love Moondogs. That's one of my favorite places.
It's iconic, as a matter of fact.
Yes,
John has been using the word. Can we just point out?
It is iconic, right?
Isn't it iconic?
At first,
Don't
this
you
was an
think?
event-driven podcast, but it's actually iconic.
It's all icons, yeah.
Right.
What is it about music that has kind of kept you going? Just the fact that it's changed and evolved all these years?
Yes, it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
Over the last years, and even I think back of, what the type of music that I was playing when I was a kid is entirely different.
Of course.
From what I do now.
Okay.
Well, the process to get on the charts is entirely different too at this point, right?
Yes.
It's not about going in and giving a DJ a $5 bill and having them spin your record.
No. No, I wish it were that easy, but it's much more difficult. And MTS Management gets a lot of credit from us for that. They handle the promotion and publicity for us.
Awesome.
It's been Michael Stover has been really a good asset for us as far as getting our music out there and getting people to listen to it. So we're really grateful for that.
All right, we're going to hear your song, and we're excited for that. But you got to tell us, what sitcom is in your head?
Taxi.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
See,
good one.
we're showing the signs of
There
the
you
times.
go.
All right, we are going to talk, or we're actually going to listen to Kevin McCarthy. But first, 412 dues from Discover the Berg.
Hey everyone, Jeremy and Angie from Discover the Berg here, and we are bringing you the 412 to-dos for the week. Angie, Halloween season's coming up, and a lot of haunted houses are opening. Do you want to go to one with me?
They're not my favorite, no.
No, you want the behind-the-scenes tours, don't you?
Yeah, the lights on the kid tours, that's what
I like the kid tours tour, but, I just like to take photos. That's what I say, at least. But there's a lot of great haunted houses opening up this week, especially 100 Acres Manor in South Park's open. The Haunted Mine in Tarentum's coming back. Castle Blood's opening next weekend. There's a lot of really fun ones. Last year we went to Zombies of the Corn and Freedom, and we did the paintball course. You get in a tractor with a specially designed paintball gun and shoot zombies.
That was fun. I can handle that. That's more my speed.
Yeah, the haunted houses afterwards.
No.
We also hear that Cocktails from the Crypt is coming back soon too. So there's a lot of great Halloween things going on this week, starting for the season. But for something that's maybe not Halloween, not scary, what else do we got, Angie?
Well, of course, it is also Oktoberfest season. That is more my speed for sure. So there's
more beer for sure.
Yes, more beer involved there. So there's a ton of great Oktoberfest going on around the city. So of course we have Penn Brewery, which has been going on for quite some time. It's an annual tradition. That's a great one. There is a new one happening this year down in Market Square. So we're looking forward to all the music and vendors and food.
And that one
and
starts
beer.
next Thursday, right?
That starts next Thursday.
They're gonna have a Ferris wheel on.
I hear there's going to be a Ferris wheel too.
Do you want to ride that with me, or are you gonna be afraid of that?
I think I could handle it.
Let some other people go first, and then
Just test it out, make sure it's safe.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
then-
it's going on a bridge, so, we'll see about that.
Yeah, so then we also have 11th Hours German Village. So if you haven't checked that out, that is an amazing space, and of course, great beer. And then there's also a vegan Oktoberfest at Vellum. So if you're not into the whole meat aspect of Oktoberfest, there's options for you too.
And that one's coming up on Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of Sunday, also the Great Race is coming back for another year. This is an annual 5K and 10K that goes from Frick Park downtown to the Point. That's also happening Sunday morning. So whether you're running in it, cheering people on, or just trying to avoid the traffic, it's good to know that that's going on around the city this weekend too. And what else we got, Angie? Maybe an attraction or something.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. If you haven't checked out the Pittsburgh Glass Center, it's a great space. They actually just did some remodeling, renovation, I hear, and they're doing sort of a grand opening kind of community days to kick off that kind of grand reopening of the space. So there's going to be demonstrations. I hear there's going to be someone with a glass harp, which, I mean, I've never seen that in person, but that sounds amazing.
I'm looking forward to that one. And that one's going to be next Friday and Saturday as well. So, yeah, that's it for us this week. For the 412 News, we are Discover the Berg. Check us out at discovertheberg.com or on social media at Discover the Berg. We'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm Kevin McCarthy from Vento, Ziggy, Hawk, and McCarthy. I'm going to play a song from our album Forever. The song's called Racing Trains. I was born on the wrong side of the tracks. They say, people tell me, stay in my lane. Never been any good at that game. They call me crazy, but I'm the only one that's sane. I don't have a house up in the hills. Sleep off a pillowcase filled with all my bills. Tired of these double shifts at the river mill. These broken dreams, I've had my fill. I've been out racing trains all these nights and all these days, trying to cross over to the kid line 1,000 feet away. When everything works out okay, I've been out racing trains. I'll get this someday. Wanna lay my head on a king-size bed. Drive a Ferrari, I'll take the red. Great big house with a swimming pool. Then they'll know I ain't no fool. I've been out racing trains all these nights and all these days, trying to cross over to the good life 1,000 feet away. Everything works out okay. I've been out racing trains. Don't get this on me. I've been racing trains, building up the lane, racing pain for paid and blame. I've been out racing trains. Been born on the wrong side of the tracks. They say, people tell me just stay in my lane. I've never been any good at that game. They call me crazy, but I'm the only one that's sane. I've been out racing trains all these nights and all these days, trying to cross over to the kid line 1,000 feet away. When everything works out okay, I've been out racing trains. No, I'll get this someday. I'll get this someday. I'll get this someday.
Can I get a woo? That is Kevin McCarthy, Vento,
awesome.
Ziggy, Hawk, and McCarthy. They're not a law firm. They're a band, and they have a new album out. This is Rachel and John, Jagoff Late Night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Tracy. Thanks to Johnny. Thanks to Monica. Thanks to Michaela and everybody who helps out here.
Have a good night. Excellent. That was great.